Well, greetings again, my friends. Yesterday we talked about the breath of God. Today I want to talk about the glory of God. And in Ezekiel chapter 43, Ezekiel was carried in a vision and saw the futuristic temple. Now, when we think about the temple, we obviously go back and think about Solomon's temple. But even earlier than that, in Exodus chapter 40, we find that the tabernacle was built according to the plans of God. And when the tabernacle was completed, the glory of the Lord came down and the priests couldn't even stand to minister. And then we go on to Solomon's temple, and he built it according to the plan, and the glory of the Lord came down. And now we find that Ezekiel has a vision of a futuristic temple. Whether it's literal or symbolic, regardless, he has this vision, and it says the glory of the Lord came down. Also in chapter 44, we see the same phrase, the glory of the Lord came down in the temple. Now let me say to you, my friends, that we as the temple of the Holy Spirit, Paul says that in the book of Corinthians, he says we are the temple of the Holy Spirit. We must have the glory of God in our lives. In other words, we can't just be Christian or by name. And we've got to be Christian by heart. We've got to have the glory of the Lord coming from the innermost being, not just by lip service, shall I say. And our churches can't just be a symbol of a place that supposedly is the house of God. We must have the glory of God operating within our services and in our church. So I'm going to encourage you, my friend, as an individual, let's not just be men and women that claim we have something, but let's from the heart have God's glory and His words and His commands and statutes working through us, and His love and kindness and joy. But let's also, I don't know what church you go to, but let's just make sure that in our churches that we have the glory of God there, that when we leave, we know we've been in the presence of God. It's not just a tradition or a cultural thing, something you do on Sunday or on Wednesday, but make sure that we have God's presence there by inviting Him first and foremost, and He will come. But also, when it's built, when we obey the commands of God as the tabernacle and as the temple of the Old Testament, when it's built according to the plan, then God's presence will come down. And when we live according to His plan, God's presence will be in our life. God bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.